What up, guys? Your boy Quake, and finally we have received some updates about what's going on with 6IX9INE since he's been locked up. But before we get into that, be sure to follow me on my social media on Instagram and on Twitter at QuakeGW. A link for both is in the description below. 6IX9INE today had a bail hearing, hoping that he would make bail today, and if he did make bail, if the judge approved it, he would have been out until September, which is the official month for the official hearing and the sentencing for all this stuff that's gone on. But things went left. The first thing that happened that surprised a lot of people that were in court that day was that 6IX9INE's defense team did not file a bail application, meaning they didn't try to get bail today at all or try to file a motion to get bail. And apparently this was a strategic move by the defense team, so we don't know what they have in plan as to why they're not trying to get bail for 6IX9INE just yet. It may have something to do with the government shutdown. We don't know yet. The second thing that happened that was major was that 6IX9INE's main lawyer, Lance Lazaro, was officially dropped from representing 6IX9INE. And why did he get dropped? The judge found out that Lance previously represented Fahim Walter and Shotti in previous cases, not relating to this one, and that is a conflict of interest in courts always. But he's not officially dropped from representing 6IX9INE. The judge and 6IX9INE's main lawyer, Lance, are going to meet up and discuss if Lance can continue representing 6IX9INE in the future. So he's not officially dropped. They're going to talk about it and see if Lance can keep going forward or if it's a conflict of interest and 6IX9INE has to find a new lawyer. If he does get dropped and 6IX9INE has to find a new lawyer, this is the perfect time for 6IX9INE to basically throw everything he has at getting the best lawyer possible in the world to represent him, because he's going against the FBI, who have a over 90% conviction rate. So if this is a chance to get a new lawyer, if I was 6IX9INE, I would throw every single penny, every resource I had. I would put my house on the line. I would contact every single rapper, anybody who has a lot of money that could help out, because this is his future. This is literally life or death, because he could spend life in prison. And if he does that, it's over. I mean, he's dying in prison. Your freedom is worth more than any money or house or anything material that he has. So I would throw everything at getting the best possible lawyer ever. The media people that attended explained what the courtroom was looking like and who all attended. They said the second day's hearing was attended by all of the co-defendants, meaning 6IX9INE, Shotti, and everyone else that was involved and getting arrested for these racketeering charges by the FBI were all attending. They were all shackled, some in blue jumpsuits and others in tan. Similar to the November hearing, 6IX9INE was in a row of chairs apart from the other defendants, and he had a guard sitting on each side. He didn't look at the assembled crowd often and spent much of his time not making eye contact with his co-defendants. So similar to the last hearing in November, I made a video on this. 6IX9INE does not care about his co-defendants at all. He doesn't care to make contact with them. He doesn't care to look them in the eye or anything like that. Shotti, for his part, appeared confident throughout both hearings, frequently laughing and talking to his co-defendants. Now, once again, this is interesting, just like last time, because it seems like Shotti is very, very comfortable and very, very unbothered by what's been going on recently. He's laughing, he's talking to people, he's acting like this is nothing. Nothing's gonna happen to him. He's acting like the FBI ain't gonna find nothing. He's not gonna get locked up, any of that. It must be something that he has, or some information that he has that nobody knows about, where he's very confident he's going to get off of this. And just a few days ago, it was announced that Shotti hired El Chapo's former lawyer. So I don't know if that got him in high spirits and basically boosted his confidence, because El Chapo was someone who's very huge and his lawyer definitely did look out for him. After the hearing, the media came out and tried to ask 6IX9INE's main lawyer questions about why he got laid off the case. He seemed unbowed, and he said the cases in which he represented Shotti were very remote in time and he didn't see it as any conflict. For more details, basically it said the afternoon hearing also dealt with government evidence and the ability of the defendants and their lawyers to view it. It's an issue that even in the best of times is complicated by the inmates' access to the law library, which is often limited to just 1 hour a week, which obviously doesn't give enough time for 6IX9INE and his lawyers to go through all the government's evidence with, they have 40 plus computer disks full of evidence. So if you're only getting 1 hour a week to go in the law library to study, who you're going against, that's definitely not enough time. It's going to take years till you're done. However, the government laid out all types of evidence it has against 6ix9ine, Shotti, and the rest of the defendants. An abridged list includes phone records, wiretaps of Mel Murda's phone, prison phone calls, videos of narcotics transactions, again, the government claims of Mel Murda, in-person secret recordings by confidential informant, emails, Walter's Snapchat account, 6ix9ine's Instagram account, cell phone information, and more. The government also explained that they have several phones from the defendants, which they haven't yet been able to unlock. And unlocking iPhones or any phone really is basically impossible unless you got the password. And the defendants wanted to look through all that stuff, but of course there's multiple things stopping them. The defendant's ability to look all over the evidence, it became clear, was limited by a number of factors. First, there has been limited access to the law library and to other computers that would allow them to review the materials, which I mentioned earlier. Second, inside the Metropolitan Correctional Center, which some of the defendants are housed, there is another unnamed inmate not related to 6ix9ine's case who is not allowed anywhere near the defendants in this case, which leads to logistical issues. Most importantly, though, there's a government shutdown. Multiple attorneys said they weren't allowed to visit their clients because the shutdown has led to inmates being on lockdown. Several of the defendants said they'd be on lockdown for the past 5 days. They have kept inside their cells, unable to see their lawyers or families, and certainly not allowed to visit any law libraries. Lazaro confirmed to the reporters after hearing that 6ix9ine, who is currently being held in a separate undisclosed location, has also been on lockdown for 5 days. Although he wasn't told directly that it was because of the shutdown, he said it was inferred. The next hearing, which will occur on February 27th, will deal with technical issues surrounding the indictment. Mandatory minimum laws for some of the charges have been changed since the defendants were arrested because of December's First Step Act, so there will be some recharging. In addition, Aaron Bat Young, who was arrested just last month and was in court on Tuesday, will be officially added to the indictment. The hearing will also serve as a chance for attorneys to file suppression motions in an attempt to stop the government from using specific pieces of evidence. After the hearing, Lazaro said that he was seeing his once and possibly future client 6ix9ine at least once a week and that he was in good spirits considering the circumstances. Shotti, in a noted contrast, he said, "Before we don't fold, we don't bend, we don't break." Posture at the last hearing simply said, "We love y'all," to the assembled supporters as he was led away. So basically, they're on lockdown because of the government. They don't have much federal prison guards working right now because when the government shut down, those federal prison guards aren't getting paid. So there's not many to control, all the inmates in there. So they've been on lockdown for 5 days, which is insane when you think about it, staying in your cell for 5 days in a row. And they haven't been able to see, their lawyers and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see how long the government shutdown goes and how much this affects 6ix9ine and his case. If this continues, then when the trial comes in February 27th, it's basically going to be the same thing with a couple new details and technical issues that they're going to try to sort out. As you guys see, they're trying to file suppression motions because they want the government to not release specific pieces of evidence, or use that evidence against them. Overall, the things I took from this was that Shotti is very comfortable, it seems like. He doesn't seem to care at all, laughing in court and just being all smiles and talking to people. Maybe that's his way to cope with things. Maybe he's just trying to show that he's not, worried about anything, but deep down he is. Also, 6ix9ine's defense team not filing an application to try to get bail from 6ix9ine. That's interesting as well because today was the day that they were set to do that, so I'm surprised they didn't. And on the next hearing, it's going to be interesting to see if 6ix9ine's defense team tries to file an application for a bail hearing and if they end up stopping any evidence being used from the government. But that's it for this video and the updates on 6ix9ine's case and his co-defendants. On February 27th, I'll definitely give you guys another update on what happens in his case. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you guys think Shotti has something planned because he's laughing in court? Do you guys think that he's just doing that to cope with the situation? What do you guys think is going to happen with 6ix9ine? Why is his team not trying to get him bail. That's very interesting to me. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. If you want to support this channel further, you can do so at patreon.com/diverse mentality. For just $1 a month or more, you can help support this channel further. A link is in the description below. Like, comment, share, and definitely subscribe. I do videos like this daily on hip hop news and much more, so definitely subscribe. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at QuakeGW. Like us on Facebook, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.